first off, let me just warn Mitt and everyone else out there, John Oliver and Bill Maher and all the folks. All the folks,
crazy
everyone goes insane about. Yeah. You don't understand. We are living in a Kardashian era.
Infamous is now famous.
Where you just mentioning the person's name over and over again is enough to get them to the highest spot in the land or the richest in the land with the #1 television show.
It's all about mentions.
You're not doing your cause any good by having press conferences about Donald Trump any more than us talking smack about the Kardashians is taking any money out of their pockets or slowing down this Kardashian juggernaut.
It's all just another mention.
We are now in a new zone filled with, let me explain something. They used to have supercars. Supercars were, Ferraris and Lamborghinis that were, $200 grand, $250 grand, and they'd go 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. Now they have hypercars, which are like McLaren that go to 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. We're now hyper dumb. We're now hyper dumb. We used to just be super dumb. Yeah. Now we're hyper dumb. We're just all we have to do is hear a name. I don't care what it is. I don't care what they do, good or bad, and we're down.
Yep.
That's
I
where
recognize that name. I know that name.
So we are in a hyper dumb time, and the more everyone goes off on these diatribes against Trump, the more power. He is like some animal that steals electricity and runs off the power of others' bad words, bad vibes get up into the air, and he just sucks them in and gets bigger and stronger. So if you want Trump to go away, you got to stop. Yeah. Stop dedicating entire news days to Trump every single day. It makes him more powerful.
Yep.
Also, if there is a silver lining in the whole Trump juggernaut for guys like me who don't really care, I love watching the aforementioned Bill Maher's and John Oliver's go out of their gourd.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I liken that.
Because they're funny and entertaining, or because it's fun to watch them
they're
squirm?
just watching go nuts. They're just going nuts.
All right.
It's fun to watch everyone on the left go insane. And a handful of people on the right. It's fun to watch how, like in a world where you say, I think if you vote, you should have to produce some ID when you vote. Okay, so you're in the Klan? Like in a world where you become a Klan member because you think it'd be a good idea to produce ID, where you have to produce ID everywhere in the world. I know in this country, it'd be nice if people had ID in general. But anyway, you're turning me into a racist for suggesting that. But the stuff Trump does, they're apoplectic. They go insane.
It's raising the bar.
Fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun watch. It's fun watching them pull their hair out and go insane. And I would liken it to this. I don't come from the Boston, New England area, and I don't have a dog in the fight. Never really was much interested in Boston sports and New England sports at all. But then I started meeting some guys, Kevin Hench, Bill Simmons, guys like that were nuts for Celtics and Red Sox and Patriots. They go nuts. They were going nuts and then nuts. And then I started realizing, now I'm getting a certain amount of enjoyment when I see Tyree catch the ball off the top of his head and watch Eli Manning beat your team a second. When I see this, when he beat him for the second time, these guys were going insane. I got pleasure out of that. I got a lot of pleasure. And I didn't even need to be in the room. I could just sit there and picture what Kevin Hench was doing when Tyree pinned that ball to the roof of his head. I knew he won. I knew he was at home. I knew Bill Simmons. I knew they were going insane. And I found myself enjoying the game that much more, even though one of my teams wasn't even in it. Treat Trump that way. I think you'll enjoy it.
And the first time that Mitt Romney and John Oliver are fiercely on the same page.
Right.
Which is a little fascinating, too.